You also have like open access to the FPGA through like JTAG programming, so that you can like develop for it in Vivado and Vitis, like make your own applications in addition to using it for that kind of like test application as you're developing other things.
Hi, it's Eamon from IP Exchange at the Digilent booth at Embedded World 2023, Day 3. I'm with Arthur, yeah, funnily enough, we got asked to come over to the booth on LinkedIn, so here we are. Seen this exciting demo here. So Arthur, can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, so I mean, here we've got like a 3-axis accelerometer hooked up to our Eclypse Z7 board. It's a Zinc 7000 part, where we've got a couple of different SYZYGY modules sitting on the front end that are just digitizing signals coming in from the accelerometer. And then we've got that, we recently released support for our waveform software for this board. So it's also now being able to like talk to our like free and software suite that we use for a lot of our oscilloscope products like at the same time. So it's yeah, pretty exciting like recent release there. In this case, it's just we threw this demo together pretty quickly. So it's just to kind of show like how easy it can be to use.
Cool.
So
Sure.
So in this case, it's just accelerometer data getting dumped into a oscilloscope view, and we're plotting it in 3 dimensions so that you can see like as I move the ball around, the little plotted point there moves as well. It's just acceleration, not like integrating position or anything like that.
Cool. So I understand Digilent are kind of focused on test and measurement.
Yep.
So we usually write stuff for OEM design engineers, but obviously some of those will be developing test and measurement equipment. Yeah. How would you say this helps test and measurement design engineers in their job, and what sets you apart from other devices?
Yep, so the Eclypse in particular sort of fills this interesting dual role of being both useful as like a scope or a logic analyzer kind of device in and of itself, and then also being a platform that you can develop more of those devices on. Okay. So it's like, you also have like open access to the FPGA through like JTAG programming, so that you can like develop for it in Vivado and Vitis, like make your own applications in addition to using it for that kind of like test application as you're developing other things.
Cool. And I mean, obviously it's an oscilloscope, but so that would be a primary application. But what other applications do you think you'd use this board in that are maybe a little bit more kind of challenging the field?
So, I mean, we've looked at SDR applications, for example, before. There's a digitizer module that came out recently. It's like 14-bit plus or minus 1 volt kind of range, 125 megasample. There's a clock generator on there, so it can do 122.88. And it's like, we've had some people like even like picking up like signals coming down from planes before. So,
wow, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like using this same board, different front ends. So again, like the modularity of it is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Just out of interest, how many different of these modules are there, and what kind of ones are there available?
So the ones we provide are the scope, which we're seeing here today. There's AWG modules, and then there's this digitizer module that I just mentioned with the SDR application. Nice. AWG is just analog output. Scope is analog input. Digitizer is a different form of analog input.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting board. I think you did say what was the FPGA this runs on again?
It's a 7020 Zinc part.
Okay. In terms of if a design engineer wanted to get hold of this, is everything ready, market available at the moment, or is there a lead time?
I don't think we're out of stock currently on this.
Okay.
And everything's just available through our website or distributors around the world.
Oh, nice. So yeah, that's the Eclypse 27 board with Arthur. At the end of these interviews, because it's such a big show, such an important show in the year, I'd like to ask, how's Embedded World for you this year?
It's been really interesting. This is like, I went to one show last year, but this is like my first one, at least like in probably, I don't know, almost a year. Okay. So yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming, and been generally really interesting to like walk around and see what other people are up to.
Nice. Have you seen anything that was you thought was kind of particularly interesting when you were walking around?
Less work-related maybe, but like in particular, there's a lot of micro PCs here, mini PCs.
Oh, yeah.
Like all of the AMD Ryzen stuff, like the stuff that they're coming out with just seems really cool. Like on just combining both like the FPGA side of things and then also like bringing in some more of the AMD Ryzen chips.
Oh, nice. Well, that was Arthur at Digilent, and yeah, I mean, in our previous interview, we featured a Digilent board for evaluating Codecips, RISC-V custom cores. So yeah, it's all kind of tied together. It's really nice, and thank you so much to Digilent. I don't know who did invite us to, but thank you very much for inviting us to chat.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. So that was a really good impromptu chat with Digilent, who invited us onto their booth through LinkedIn. And well, you know, I love anything modular. This Surfer is not the best example of being modular. If you want to look up some modular solutions for developing inbuilt test and measurement, check out Digilent's board in the description, as well as the other Digilent board that we saw on the Codecip booth.